We gonna do it again. We are back, part 2. Y'all, they trying to stop the momentum. They want to silence me. They want to silence me. Every time I talk about something a bit controversial, my stream just all of a sudden has an error. My internet don't work. I ain't got no connection. You know, the whole wave is just stopped at a crashing halt. But what we're not going to do is stop. So we're back up, part 2. If you're watching this now, then go back to the show previous to this, which will have the same title, but be labeled as part 1. And then you can catch up with what happened, everything up to this moment. All right. And we are going to pick up, actually, I think it's actually a good thing, though. We're always going to make the best out of every situation we're into. Now, I won't be surprised if the stream crashes again, but I want to get right into the Ian Roberts situation because that is our main topic. So we'll actually just dedicate this whole show to the main topic, which makes it great. We are watching the Diddy trial as well because it still is live. However, we're going to be mainly focusing on the main topic. So I'm going to put this down real quick. I do want to look at something real quick though before we get into it. And we still have our positive story at the end. We're going to go into, we'll take one more look at the Diddy trial before we go into it. Let's go back, see if we got anything.
A lot of different statements, a lot of...
All right, he's still talking, and then these guys are still hanging out. All right, so we still got nothing on the Diddy trial. So we're going to go into the Ian Roberts story, and we're going to get the latest updates. This is what the thumbnail was advertising. This is what's in. We're going to get to it right away. So actually, this worked out pretty good. It's a good break right into it. Let's pull that up. Do I got it? All right, let's talk about this Ian Roberts story as we've got a lot more details. And I didn't want to jump on this right away. I didn't want to go and grab picket signs and take a car ride to Des Moines, Iowa, which isn't that far from me. I can get to Des Moines probably in about like 6 to 8 hours, somewhere within that time frame by vehicle. But I say, you know what? I'm a chill. I'm gonna see what's going on, and I want to get all the details before I start to make a decision on what's going on from my perspective of Ian. He's making $300,000 a year, serving as the Des Moines Public Schools Superintendent. And now we're getting a lot more on his background and his criminal history. So let's go and jump right into that. And let's let the news tell us all the latest. We'll stop as necessary.
We are learning new details about a former Des Moines school superintendent arrested by ICE. According to documents obtained by the Associated Press, Ian Roberts falsely claimed a doctoral degree when applying for the job. He was hired even after the school board learned about the misrepresentation. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Lana Zach live for us in Iowa City. Lana, originally much of the community rallied around Roberts, but as more information comes to light, things have changed. What can you tell us?
Yes, we are learning so much more about Ian Roberts, who at one point was the superintendent of the largest school district here in Iowa. He is now in federal custody, and so much of his resume appears to be grossly exaggerated, to put it generously. It turns out MIT says they have no record of him attending that doctoral degree that he claims that he had from Morgan State. He never received. That did...
Wow, I didn't know it was that crazy. He didn't have, so he lied about all of his previous education and schooling, and he's got his gun right there. Anybody knows belts, that's a Gucci belt right next to it in a very dirty vehicle. That's how they recovered the gun. Looks like police photos.
It did come up during the hiring process, but he explained it away by saying he had completed everything but the dissertation, and that allowed the school board to move forward with hiring him. However, there's other things that are deeply, deeply troubling that have come out. including even the Best Principal of the Year award that he would celebrate that he had received. Turns out that George Washington University says they don't even give out that award. We also have learned that back in 2023, soon after he was hired, it seems like he also had a restraining order placed against him. We're still trying to dig into the details of all of that. But as you can imagine, none of this even comes close to comparing to how much hot water he's in when it comes to these federal charges, because we learned today through court.
He's literally like a modern Billy the Kid. He's in disguise. He manipulated the entire school district. He didn't have any of the degrees he said in his resume. He was never a principal to begin with, which is usually one of the steps that you have to take to get to superintendent. He lied about it all. Wow.
Court documents that not only did federal agents find one handgun in his possession when in the school car that he was driving when he was arrested, but they also did a search of his home. There were 3 additional firearms that were found in his home. Now, it is against the law, we should say explicitly, for somebody who is not here with legal status, and he lost his legal status after overstaying a student visa. It is illegal for somebody without legal status to possess a firearm. Again, one of those firearm charges came up during the hiring process. Roberts explained that away, and the board said at that time that all of it made sense to them, and they proceeded clearly with his hiring.
Oh my! Wow! I didn't get a chance to watch all this. I just knew it was the latest on Roberts. And I haven't really, like I said, I want to wait for everything to come out to see what's going on, because the initial reaction from everybody was like, ICE bad, ICE deporting legal migrant, great citizen of America. And that's what they were saying. Honest man. And they began to protest. And actually, I think we'll see him here.
What are they saying now, though, Lana? How is the school district reacting to his arrest?
You know, they have really changed their tone. Initially, when word of his apprehension by ICE agents came out, the community rallied to support Dr. Roberts, as they affectionately called him. The school.
Yeah, they're right there. They're right there.
Oh, the humanity!
And look at the people representing. They don't even look anything. They don't even look like. Hey, so these people immediately assume that ICE bad, and they came out, immediately defended Roberts, who lied to all their faces, and to the school, and to all the families and all the children, and began to take $300,000 away from a legal American citizen that could have had the job. Multiple people were involved in hiring this person and looking over his paperwork and allowing him to come into the school district. We just covered the situation where the 22-year-old infiltrated a school with fake documents. I think we're looking at possibly the necessary the need for a complete overhaul of our schooling system across multiple states. Because this is Iowa, but the other situation with the 22-year-old was in Minnesota, and we've seen it also in California and a couple other states that we looked at in yesterday's broadcast. So, you know, they're saying no ICE, and then I think we even got
School, even in their initial press conferences, quoted him. The members of the school board said we should continue to conduct ourselves in the way that Dr. Roberts would have encouraged us to do so, with empathy. Now they're issuing a statement that says the Des Moines School Board is also a victim of deception by Dr. Roberts, one on a growing list that includes our students and our teachers, our parents, and our community. He is also potentially facing legal challenges from Des Moines. They are considering pursuing legal action against him for deception. And we also know that another school district that he headed up, Mill Township in Pennsylvania, that they plan to pursue legal action against him as well. Facing legal challenges from on a growing list that includes our school. They're issuing a statement that
Free Roberts. It's right there. They said it.
Oh my God, I fucking hate myself right now.
All those women in the crowd, I think they got the hots for Roberts. I think they think Roberts is a handsome man, and they just gonna defend him to the death. No matter what, they're gonna support Roberts. Because what other reason would you want to support a criminal like this man has been proven to be at this point? Proven to be. Now, he does have to go through his whole legal trial and everything like that. So I guess technically it's all alleged. Innocent until proven guilty, but it's not looking good for Roberts. The things that we already know at this point is that he lied at minimum about everything that has to do with his resume. We know that Roberts never got a Principal of the Year award. George Washington said they don't give out awards like that. They say, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. The 2 degrees he said he got from prestigious schools, never got them. He's not supposed to possess a firearm because he's not a legal citizen of the United States of America. He's got multiple of them, including carrying them on school grounds, which is illegal, especially if you walked into the school with it. I think there is a law where you can have it in your vehicle as you go through the parking lot. But knowing Roberts and the type of situation that he was in, understanding that law enforcement could come busting in at any time,
FBI, open up!
he might have had it on him at his work desk. He might have one strapped right under his desk. He had multiple firearms. Wasn't supposed to have them. And as a superintendent, why do you need it? There's more that's going to come out about this, but just with the evidence we have so far, anybody that defended Roberts without all the evidence is looking completely stupid right now. And that's to say it nicely. And me personally, I'm always an advocate of getting all the information first before you begin to do things that have ramifications that can't be taken back. Because this person right here, this woman right here, she's forever ingrained on the internet next to the Free Roberts sign. Dr. Roberts, they call him. Do we even think, was he ever a doctor? I'm doubting it. He might have did like 1 year pre-med or something. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. And to see all these people out here, and the other part about this is,
you know, they have really changed their tone. Initially, when word of his apprehension by ICE agents came out, the community rallied to support Dr. Roberts, as they affectionately called him. The school, even in their initial press conferences, quoted him. The members of the school board said we should continue to conduct ourselves in the way that Dr. Roberts would have encouraged us to do so, with empathy. Now they're issuing a statement that says the Des Moines School Board is also a victim of deception by Dr. Roberts, one on a growing list that includes our students and our teachers, our parents, and our community. He is also potentially facing legal challenges from Des Moines, as they affectionately
and this
call him.
honestly is like when you are blind with rage, when you hate somebody so much, or you hate something so much that really has nothing to do with you. ICE don't have nothing to do with legal citizens at all. I'm not worried about ICE, and the majority of us aren't. Now, honestly, have they made some mistakes or possibly did it on purpose and, you know, arrested and deported people that were fringe? Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that for sure. They absolutely have. Because there was a couple people that got deported and then they got brought back. So ICE was like, oh, yeah, I think we kind of messed up on that one. And, you know, that's going to happen. That's what comes along with it. If you see people out here, as we zoom in on them, that hate ICE more than they want to realize the truth, we begin to have a lot of delusion start to become a problem. Because if they would have done or just waited just a little bit for the evidence to come out, they more than likely possibly could have saved themselves from looking like numbskulls. But here they are protesting somebody that lied directly to their face with no remorse to thousands upon thousands of people and families. And he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean, this guy understands how to play the part. And if anybody knows anything, when you put on a suit, you change your appearance up incredibly. Because you'll see him here. Right here, I'll blow him up. You see him here where he's got the hair out, mustache ain't really kept up. He looks a little bit more grimy. He looks a little more suspect. But then you see him here with the frames on. You know, lapels is looking good. 3-piece, the tie, slim fit suit, slim fit. And he looks like a person that you can trust. He's just in disguise. And I'm just actually wondering at this point when we're going to start to make better decisions as a civilization, as a people. I just don't see it. We all, you can call it monkey see, monkey do. We all think like another. We all follow social norms that are created by most people that were complete fools to begin with. Now, as you can see in this picture, you got his women constituents backing him up right there. And they probably are going into their phone. They got a Google Pixel. They got that feature in there where you can circle around yourself and remove the image and fill it in with the background. Now they all disappearing. The 3 women back there watching Ian, looking like they want to eat him for dinner. Now they want to go back there and trash him and act like they weren't supporting him the whole time, like they weren't being misled. And what does this tell you? Can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. You look at this guy, he comes in there, got some Roja Parfum, like Chanel brand or something. And then he put it on. It might cost like $319 for a small bottle of it. And he went in there and he's smelling all good. And they said, oh my God, he's so fine. I love me some Ian. And they knew he had a criminal background because that's sexy. That's so sexy.
Oh my God, I fucking hate myself right now.
But now with the overwhelming avalanche of people that are saying, no, you're terrible, you're evil for supporting them, the groupthink goes and the social norms go the other way. Now they're turning their back on young Ian. Now young Ian is a devil. Now the school has turned back course. They were supporting him immediately after his arrest. They demonized ICE. And now, and only now, are they saying that they were the victims. The school's now the victims. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know. He hurt me. I was in bed with him for months and I had no idea that he had a whole criminal background check. When I was going over to the drawer, just because I wanted to put my panties in there afterwards, and he told me, get the hell away from that drawer, woman. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that he had a gift in there for me and he was going to present it to me later on. I'm just a poor school. We didn't do anything wrong. He deceived us just like he deceived all of y'all. You know, it wasn't deceived, ICE. ICE said we're not deceived. We see him as the superintendent making $300,000 a year, but we got our eye on him. We're gonna come over there, we're gonna get the evidence, and we're gonna arrest him, and then we're gonna expose all of his criminal activities. And that's what they did. That is absolutely what they did. So, for all you people that went ahead and said, I love you, Robert. He's such a good person. He don't got nothing to hide. Him got a graduate degree from MIT. He got the principal award, the principal of the year. I don't care what George Washington said. I believe in. I don't care. I love him. I love him. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna support you to the end. Start a GoFundMe for Ian. His $300K in and out. We need you. Bring Ian back. Let him out of jail immediately. Are now looking like complete fools, and we're done with this story. Let's see. So I think we're gonna end it there. Actually, let's check out the Diddy trial one more time. Let's see if we can. Hopefully, we can get it live. I do want to get it live. We'll check one more time, then we're gonna get into our positive, so we're gonna get out of here. Let's see if we can get it live. Are they about to come out? Should we wait a little bit? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what they're saying.
A lot of different arguments to determine what should be the sentence for Sean.
Why don't they ever update for me?
That are scared for their safety.
They're still talking though. They got it on the podium though. How much time do I got? I'm on a time crunch. I can't watch all this. We got to get into our positive story and get out of here. But we'll talk about this on Monday. We will follow this up on Monday. You might even hear something over the weekend from me, because this is kind of a big deal. I'd like to get it live. We'll get to our positive story, and then we'll check it out one more time, and then we'll try to catch it. All right, we'll do it like that. I actually want to go here. Let's go here. Let's check this one out. Students use money to help others. Let's see what they got to do.
3. The reason this teacher gives her students $20.
What did you do when I gave you the $20?
I baked cookies for senior citizens.
Help distribute toiletries to the homeless.
I got a Christmas gift for a less fortunate girl in our district.
I just think that you guys are awesome. My sister, Katie, always wanted to do something to help people from the time she was really little.
Aspiring paramedic Kate Amade tragically lost her life in 2014 as a result of a car accident. Her savings, accumulated during her tenure in service, fell into the hands of her sister, Christina Ulmer, a teacher in Horsham, Pennsylvania, upon her passing. Ulmer found a novel inspiring use for the money in 2018 after discussing empathy in the context of Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 with her students.
So what did you two do with the money?
We bought a bunch of toys.
Food and treats for dogs at a shelter.
Some teachers started finding out and sharing about it, and then suddenly people were donating money to me. Since fall of 2018, I've been able to offer to my students every single semester since.
Exchanging her sister's savings for $20 bills, Ulmer has since presented her students with an annual challenge: go out and spend the $20 to spread kindness. The Great Pennsylvania Schools campaign notes that students have found creative ways to share the love, with over 350 acts of kindness performed to date.
Close to a little over $7,000 worth of acts of kindness. And I have enough donations to kind of keep it going for a couple more years.
We baked cupcakes and handed them out to teachers.
The two of us had done this a total of 5 times, which is a new record.
And you say, hey, Mrs. Ulmer, can I have $20 again? I want to do this again, right?
Number 2, Ohio School.
So that's the story, and let's go. Yeah, I like this screenshot. Let's leave it here. I got a couple things on this. I want to commend the students for being able to make $20 work to help somebody. Because I'm seeing adults out here, and adults is like, I ain't got enough money, inflation, problems, issues, no work, no job. But these kids, $20, they're transforming lives. They're making it work with a $20 bill. $20 bill. And I just want to say that, you know, for them to just take the 20 and make it work and not complain and say, we need 50, it's not enough. Not one of them complained. Not one of them was like, well, you know, 20 isn't a lot, but I still figured out a way to help. Not one of them did. They came in, they figured it out, and adults have to start learning from kids. And this is one of the things where, y'all adults, not all of y'all, but most of y'all, because adults for some reason think that kids need to be disrespected. No, they need to be actually treated the opposite of that. And the reason why is because, first off, they're going to end up taking the world over at some point. So you need to actually be respectful towards them and stop lying to them. But then also, you can learn from the way that they're able to do more with less. Because if anybody knows about a kid, because they have nothing. Kids have nothing. They can't work. So when it comes to them getting things, a kid will make $5 look like $500 somehow. They'll make $5 look like $500. They'll go get construction paper. You gotta go to Walgreens. You gotta buy a birthday card. The birthday card be like $18.99 for no reason. And then it sucks. You get a birthday card to somebody, you put your sloppy signature in there. You didn't even write no words because the card already had words in it. A kid will go grab some blue construction paper, some red construction paper. They'll make a whole entire card, staple it, make it open. They got all their artwork in there, all their sketches, words of affirmation. But an adult can't do that. And the reason why is because you lost your creativity as adults. And you have to begin to look more at the youth and start to formulate ideas from them and stop being so hard in your stance. And, we're seeing it a lot. But, for me personally, I always tap into what's going on with the youth and make sure that I'm in tune with them and I'm communicating with them effectively and treating them like human beings and not like, you're below me, I pay the bills. Oh, you're in my house, my rules. I mean, to a degree, yes, but not in the way that y'all be doing it. Y'all be disrespectful and messed up, and that's why they leave y'all when you get older and say, you know what, I'm good on you. And then you end up in a nursing home with no care because you're mean to them unnecessarily. But this teacher can show you how to be much better. Where's she at? This teacher right here can help you out. She married? Yeah, she got a ring on her finger. Yep. She got them on both fingers. Well, I can't tell which one is left or right. But she got a ring on both fingers. So, she probably got kids of her own and understands the assignment. And that's why I think when you work with kids, you should have them of your own as well. But I digress. I just want to say congratulations to these students for doing something helpful for others and making $20 look like $100. Y'all are the true heroes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got the Diddy trial going on off in the corner right now, and there's been nothing. You know how long these things take. It might be another 3 hours till they come out. Or the second I hit stop, then the Diddy trial, then the verdict might come out. But we can't wait anymore. I got things to do, and I got to go. It's the weekend. I appreciate y'all, though. I consider y'all family. If you haven't yet, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. And also, be looking forward to this Monday because we will have another full week. We don't miss a day. As long as we're breathing, we're streaming. I like that. Breathing, streaming. I think that works. What do y'all think? I don't know. We just having fun. We trying stuff. What y'all got going on for the weekend? I don't know. I had Saturday off last week and I got Saturday off this weekend. I'm gonna make something happen. I'm playing video games. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I gotta start taking stuff more serious though. Life is hard. Marriage is hard. Everything's hard. Why don't I take stuff serious? I don't know. I think I'm too much like a kid. I'll figure it out.